say to you. There's a reason why I handed you your phone. And it's because your daughter made you leave it in the bathroom to get my attention. Do you understand that? She's the one you're hoping for? Is she the one you're hoping for? She's like, I'm here for her. That's all I keep hearing. So, as I'm saying the prayer, I'm so sorry. As I'm saying the prayer, I heard, I made my mom leave that phone in the bathroom for a reason because it was my way to grab your attention. Just letting you know. So she's saying it to me, so I knew I need to come right up to you because she said, go to my mom that you just handed the phone to. So this is definitely a daughter energy, and she's stepping forward. Honey, she makes me feel like I'm in the sun. Did you just go to the Caribbean or somewhere? Okay, what is that about? Okay, that's it. I'm just like, no. This is something different. Are you planning a vacation somewhere warm? Okay, listen. It must be coming up. Because very clearly, I feel like I'm telling you, I want to go to the Bahamas. There you go, perfect. Is that one of the places that you'd like to go to and one of the places you're hoping to go? Because I said, tell me this really specific, make me feel the place. Like earlier when his dad was saying happy birthday and saying Georgia, and then they said Savannah to me, okay? So I feel the sun, I feel like I'm in the sun. She makes me feel like I'm on vacation, and I said, be more specific. And she just said Bahamas to me. So it's one of the destinations you're hoping to go to. Have you never been there? She just keeps saying to me, she travels, she hopes to go there. Tell her it's coming soon. That's all I keep hearing. So let's see where this goes. See, let me ask you a question. Because very clearly she's stepping in and she's saying to me, today is about talking to you. Hi, honey. You're connected? Is this your daughter? That's my sister. She's excited. Were you hoping to talk to her as well? Good, so she's excited. So we're gonna take this slow because she makes me feel like the message goes to both of you, but she made me feel like I had to go right to her because that's where the phone is left. Do you understand? You've never had a chance to connect to her before? I've talked to my mom before, but this is my first time with my sister. So it just means I'm gonna come hold her hand, but she wants to talk to both of you. Well, anyway, the good news is your phone was found. She did that on purpose to grab my attention, and you're gonna go to the Bahamas. So you gotta let me know when it happens because she's excited about this adventure with you, and I know it's coming soon. So let me ask you a question, because there's a really strong young male stepping in behind her, and he takes me right to having some form of some type of cancer, and he's saying to me his name is Ryan, and he's connected to somebody you know. He's saying his name is Ryan, and he's connected to somebody you know. I'm gonna leave that be. Do me a favor. He just keeps saying, talk to Kelly.
Talk to Kelly? Oh my God, Ryan is her son, but he's alive.
No. Do you understand that? Honey, he's standing right here in spirit with me, telling me his name is Ryan. Okay. Because he keeps saying to me, Ryan, he was making me feel there's complication with cancer. And I said, tell me how you're connected to her. And he said, say the name Kelly. Do you understand that? Okay, perfect. Okay, so Kelly's Dream is an organization in Baltimore. I'm doing a charity event for them because I do charities throughout the year, and a lot of people followed me here from Baltimore. So it's the first year that I'm actually pairing with Kelly's Dream, and Kelly's a regular client of mine who survived melanoma cancer, and I've never met this gentleman. I don't know who he is. And very clearly, he's like, my name is Ryan, tell her Kelly. And it's because you're connected to the family. Do you understand that? Perfect. So we're gonna start with your daughter first. But he just keeps saying to me, tell them thank you for everything they're doing. Tell her how proud I am of her. And give her the acknowledgement that I see that they're still keeping the dream alive. And that they're helping so many other people that are suffering with this type of cancer, and all cancers as well, because I see her reaching out to other people too. I'm gonna leave that be. because that is a charity that is coming up for me soon, and I know that she's going to be in attendance because that's where all the money is going to go for the charity. I feel like there's a separate private message. But guess what? Doesn't matter. He's connected to her, and you're connected to that family. So he's trying to grab my attention. Very clearly, he's like, my name is Ryan. And I'm like, okay, great. So he's validating to me that he's at peace. So he comes in love today. He comes in support of this charity. He wants to tell her what great work she's doing with this foundation and how proud he is. And he's validating to her how much they're helping and about the honor of him. Do you understand that? And he's saying to me, because of your connection with that family, his gift for you today is to have extra time with your daughter. So that's what it's about. So I'm just going to let her talk because she's making me feel her emotion. And I'm going to try not to cry because I don't want to miss anything she says. But I'm being told today it's about because even though she wants to talk to both of you, this is her first time hearing from her. Do you understand that? Good. Perfect. She's thanking him. He just hugged her. I could feel them hugging. He was young, not very old at all, under 40 or give or take. Do you understand? I feel like I'm around 40 or just under. So I'm going to leave that be because they keep just saying middle age to me. So I'm going to leave him for a minute. But she just gave him a hug, and I'm welcoming her into stepping in. Do you feel like you didn't have a full goodbye with her, honey? Because she's saying to me, I didn't have my last words with my sister like I thought I would. Do you understand it? Okay. She's making me feel the white dove wings in front of her chest. Very clearly, I feel her. Were you hoping that she would acknowledge herself today to you? Because she's like, she was waiting for me to talk to her. You feel her quite a bit in spirit. I'm telling you. She says, I'm with her. I know she's noticing. So whether this is dream state or spirit, or she's trying to get your attention stronger, I want you to be open to it because she's saying to me very clearly, I'm with her. I know she's starting to notice. That's all I keep hearing. So even, are you thinking about her a lot? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so let me explain this because my guide said go right to the thinking part. A lot of times when we think of our loved ones, it's because they're already standing there with us in spirit. And this is what I was talking about earlier for the half of the room that was here last night with me Friday night on the lecture part. Loved ones get our attention in many ways. And a lot of times when we're thinking of them, it's because they're already standing with us in spirit. So sometimes they're passing us impressions, they're helping us to remember those good memories that we shared. And a lot of times when they're crossing our mind, it's because they're already with us. So that's why she's giving the acknowledgement that you're recognizing that she's beside you. And it's because you're thinking of her, even necessarily if you're not feeling her in spirit. Do you understand it? Good. So I want you to be open to that. So there's moments that she crosses your mind. I want you to kind of just be still, just for a couple seconds, and see if you can feel her. See if you can sense her. See if you're open to smelling anything. Do you understand it? Good. Were you protective over her? I know. She just said she was always so protective over me until her the role is reversed now. You look at her like your angel. That's why she's saying that to me. Do you understand it? Good. Who has the jewelry piece in the memory of her? Do you understand it? Good. And she's saying to me, I have to acknowledge about the jewelry piece. But she's saying to me that the role has kind of been reversed, and I feel like the flip-flopping. And she's saying to me, you always stuck up for her. Do you understand it? My sister was very protective over me. We got along really well, but sometimes we would butt heads, but she would always defend me when I needed to be defended. Do you understand that? So whatever that is. That could be something simple as like when you were younger or even into adulthood. But she makes me feel like you were the protector sister when she was here, and then she makes me feel like she's the protector now. Do you understand it? Okay. Have you been seeing the cardinals? They're from her. Yeah, she's like, I'm sending them cardinals all the time because I said, give me a sign or give me something really specific. So that's why she talked about the honor of the jewelry, and she's talking about how she sends the cardinals. Did you feel like that was a sign from her? I keep hearing, she knew. So it just means they might be coming to visit together. But I'm being told today it's about your sister, and that's okay. And he's Eugene. There's a gentleman behind her by the name of Eugene. Okay, I'm going to leave that be. Do you not know all your genealogy? Do you guys only know like 3 or 4 generations up through the genealogy? Okay, good. Because I said, tell me about this, and they're saying it's an older generation stepping in to give her support up your father's side of the bloodline, and that you guys only know to 3 or 4 generations. So that's how I know it's older genealogy that you're not going to recognize. So that, yeah, that's okay. They're saying to me up 3 generations. So that's how I know you only really know to the grandparents and great-grandparents, and that's okay. Yeah, very clearly. He's saying to me his name is Eugene. He's been gone well over 70 years. So he's definitely an older generation. So I'm going to leave that alone, honey. And he's presenting birthday balloons along with your daughter. And I keep hearing, tell her I said happy birthday. Who's the one whose birthday is right around the corner? Yeah, I just keep hearing, tell her, good. I keep hearing, tell her I said to say happy birthday. So she's acknowledging about this other sibling's birthday, and it's next week. Perfect, that's what I keep hearing. Because they showed me the primary balloons that are red, yellow, and blue, and that could go for either sex, and I wasn't getting it. And I just kept hearing, say happy birthday for around the corner. It just means you're the one that's supposed to pass it. Do you understand it? Good, wonderful. Is he younger? Yeah, I keep hearing younger brother. So it's her way of saying that you're the oldest sibling that's still here and he's younger. Because that's what she's saying to me. He's younger. She's validating about his birthday being right around the corner. That's what I kept hearing. But I feel like you're the one that needs to pass it. That's why she kept saying, tell her I said to say happy birthday. So she wants that message passed. That's what I keep hearing. Can I ask you a question? Is he kind of on a roller coaster in his life? Okay, we're not going to get personal because they're showing me the red brick wall. Woo. All right, let me figure out how to word all this. She's saying to me that she watches over him, but I hear very clearly her saying to me, it's like she's on a roller coaster with him with his emotions and the choices that he's making. Do you understand it? And I feel like you're trying to love and support him, but I also feel like you're kind of standing back like this, because there's only so far you can go because of the choices that he's making. Honey, that's why she has me right on the roller coaster. Tell them I love them. Tell them they sometimes just have to let him be. He's making his own choices. I'm doing what I can from here. I needed to tell my mom that. I needed her to know that I watch over him. But there's a reason why I'm validating about his birthday coming, because I'm doing everything I can to help him change his life. Honey, it just means she's a guide for him and that she's trying. He's not really that open to her presence, and she's making me feel like he's not making the best choices for his life. Do you understand it? And what's with the addiction? Because she's like, Kelly, it's about the, I'm listening to her. She's standing right here talking to me. Kelly, it's about the addiction. That's why they were showing me the red brick wall, because we're not going to get personal with this, okay? But she's saying to me, you've done everything you can to help him, and that it's okay to kind of do this a little bit. Do you understand it? Have you been slowly kind of backing away and waiting for him to see if he kind of, I keep hearing rise to the occasion. Do you understand what I mean by that? You're waiting for him to kind of step up and take some responsibility for his choices before you allow yourself to kind of step back into being close to him again. Okay. Sometimes, okay, my guide's stepping in. Sometimes that can be a human response, and that's just fine, and I can't tell you what to do with the situation. But she's explaining this to me because she's seeing it from the other side very clearly. Do you understand it? That's what I keep hearing. She's acknowledging to you that she sees everything the two of you are going through with his choices and what's been happening. Do you understand it? She supports you with nothing but love from the other side, and she makes me feel like she knows how hard this has been on the two of you. They see the good in him. They know that he deserves to treat himself better, but he doesn't acknowledge it within himself. Tell him I said happy birthday. Let him know I see what's happening, and tell him I know that he can do this. He can beat this addiction. That's what I keep hearing. Do you understand it? Honey, has he tried to get help and then he's kind of fallen again? That's part of the roller coaster, because I feel like there's rehab, and then he's stepping in, and then there's rehab, and then he's stepping in. Do you understand, Jen? Has he actually gone to rehab? Because they're walking me through the doors, and I see REHAB very clearly, and I'm walking straight through. And I feel like it hasn't been once, it's been several times that he's tried. Do you understand? He's trying to clean his life up. He's always tried to clean his life up, but he always falls back into the addictive state. That's what she's saying to me. So she sees what's happening with him from the other side. And she also sees how hard this is on the two of you. So she's trying to give support for this. But she wants him to know that she's saying happy birthday. You know why? Because she's saying to me, it's time to create anew. Just means she's waiting for him to listen. This is what I'm going to say to you. And it talks about this in the Bible very clearly. Every day we can recreate ourselves. Every day we can recreate ourselves through Jesus Christ. And every day can be a brand new day that we step forward into. So there's something about a rebirth with this birthday that's like right there for him to step up to this next spiritual plane and allow himself to do it. I can't tell you what he's going to do, because it's about him giving forgiveness to himself before he moves forward. Because there's shame that kind of comes into this addiction. Do you understand that? Has he talked to you about that a little bit? Because she's saying to me she sees it from the other side. So I'm just going to leave it be. Because she just keeps saying to me, she's hoping with her saying happy birthday and letting him know that she watches over him, that he'll start to take things a little more seriously when it comes to this addiction and him moving forward with his life. Do you understand it? So it's like, almost like she sees it as a chance for a rebirth in him spiritually. Honey, I can't tell if he's going to step into it, because that's why she had to make me feel the roller coaster, because every time he goes to this rehab, he comes out, I feel like he's trying to clean up his life, and then there's the downfall again. His choices. Can I ask you a question? Did you get upset and blame yourself at one point for this? Because you felt like you could have helped him more? She just keeps saying, tell my mom, stop it. She's trying to help you. She says, you can't do any more for him than you already have tried. Do you try to tell her that? Huh? Because she said, I agree with my sister. That's how I know. Do you understand it? Perfect. She said, I'm in agreement with my sister on this. Tell my mom there's only so much she can do for him. She can still love and support him, but it needs to be from a safe distance. I see the way he's affecting and hurting her over this. I don't want her to ever feel there's something else she could have done, or there's something else she can do for him. She's saying to me he's a grown man. Honey, this is all very loving from the other side. So loving still. And everything she's saying is very loving. She's saying to me there's a lot of really good in him. He just needs to kind of let this addiction go to really step into the man that he could have been all this time. And they're saying to me that he's a good person inside, and that he has a very gentle heart and very loving soul, but the drugs kind of take over him a little bit with this addiction, and that's okay, because again, it's his choice. So you need to know this is something he's willingly choosing to do. And she sees from the other side that you're continually holding on to some of this as to how else can I help him? What else can I do? And she's saying to me, you've done everything you can to help him. You can still give him love and support and help him through it. But she's saying to me she's in agreement with her sister, because she makes me feel like you're telling her, Mom, you just have to let him be. Do you understand it? Do you feel that way? That's what it's about. Today was about giving her comfort and letting them know that I see everything that's still happening. I had to say happy birthday to him. It was important. I had to let her know to watch for the cardinals. We all come to visit. It's a sign from me as well. So just know that that's a sign from her besides your dad as well. I love them both so much. I only have just a few minutes. They're telling me it's my time, so someone else can step in. Thank you for passing this information. It was important for me to be able to just talk to you and give words, because they need to know that I see everything that's happening, and that I'm doing everything I can to give them comfort and support through all they're going through. Do you understand that? But she is a big protector for him. And then the role reversal for you. Do you understand that? So she watches over all of you. She's trying to validate what she sees as far as everything.